Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run it with Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Able to shake him off. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's complete to Grant. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage. And
touchdown, Cardinals! Larry Fitzgerald. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jakeem Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This is Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Good. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On second and a yard, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Green 80! Alert!
On second down, here's Penny. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The give is to Elliott. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Escaping the pressure right. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 0-0-0. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Touch 50, touch 50.
From the 41, Wilson buying time to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Quick, blue lady. 51, Mike. Healer. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
I know he ain't got it. Kill. Pull up for signal. Hey, Mike 51.
From the shotgun, Wilson looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Fight, lady. Check, 43. 12. 43 is the mark. Watch the pass. Mike's 43. Oh, you got deep?
Now Wilson throwing again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Be a long day for you. Check 99. Check 99. Okay. Step. Zoom.
First down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Ready. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. 6 man. Check. Order. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Murray now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Team. I'll go special. I'll go special. Show it up. Show it up.
This is Thomas. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Wilson dancing to his left. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 27 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Go full street. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Front left, front left. Hey, let's go, let's go.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey, 0-0-0.
From the 39, Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Murray now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 44.
36 power.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Blue 15. Go down, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, alert.
43 is the mic. Check, 43. Here we go.
43.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Go.
Motion, check. Shift. Go, Mike 51.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Alert. Under 10. 10. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being... And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Eluding the pressure. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Easy.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Too quick, too quick.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jakeem Grant, 55 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Here we go, here we go.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
9 yards to go.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray, one final try. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big